When you think of NASA, you might think of the future of space exploration. But today, NASA is celebrating the planet under our feet and in our hearts. Yes, Earth.
Yes, the planet of Earth. NASA has a whole fleet of missions looking down at Earth right now to help us learn all about this planet we get to live on. So here to celebrate Earth Day with us, we have a NASA scientist and oceanographer, Bridget Seegers. Good to see you, Bridget. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
So yeah, I'm curious, how does NASA celebrate Earth Day? Obviously, this is an important planet that you study.
Yeah, so NASA, it's actually part of our original mission to study the Earth from space. So, Earth Days are a great day to get out there and remind everyone that we have an amazing Earth science program. And we've had satellites looking back at Earth for over 50 years. So we've been watching what's going on land, out in the oceans, up in the sky. So it's a really exciting day for us to, focus on Earth and this great planet.
Yeah, 50 years of science and data and a bunch of really cool stuff here you guys have observed on Earth. I mean, what have you guys seen? Give us kind of a glimpse.
Yeah, because of the different types of missions we've had, we've been able to watch all sorts of changes. So we can watch land use changes as things go maybe from trees to forests or to different types of agriculture. Right now, a lot of the change we're talking about is climate focused. So we can watch what's going on with the ice caps. We can see how sea levels rising, different variables like that. And then there's some great stories of things that we've been watching as well. So the ozone hole, that's something we used to hear a lot about. But with our satellites, we can see how that situation is improving. There's areas where air quality is improving and things like that. So lots of different changes that we've been seeing through the decades.
Oh, the hole in the ozone improving, air quality improving. We like to hear that, Bridget. I know it gets, kind of sad to hear all the data that we get about the planet kind of warming as a whole, especially here in California. We deal with a lot of this. You were here in San Diego, so you know this all too well. Wildfires, droughts, things like that. So tell us how all of this work that NASA is doing impacts us in California.
Yeah, NASA's perspective, since it's global, we're out at space, we're looking down at the whole planet. We can focus on different events in different areas. So California, some of the things we're doing there is we have a really nice, quick response wildfire tracker. So again, we're looking down at the Earth from space. So if a fire pops up, we can tell someone on the ground, hey, we're seeing something. You might want to send someone out there to respond.
That's huge.
Droughts, yeah, it's a big one. So.
Yeah, we also understand that NASA there has a number of science missions that you guys are going to have here this year. You guys are going to be doing here. Is there one that you're more excited about, or what can our viewers know about those?
Yeah, so there's all sorts of great Earth science missions this year. There's one called Tropics, which is kind of exciting. It's going to focus on tropical hurricanes all around the planet. And one of the neat things they're doing here is often we send up one big, massive satellite with a bunch of instruments, but Tropics is actually using a bunch of CubeSats, so little satellites that are going to go up and give us full global coverage of what's going on with hurricanes.
Whoa, I'm watching all these images and just mesmerized. The things that are floating around our planet, collecting all of that information, so critical, Bridget, in the work that you do. We understand that you went to Scripps Institution of Oceanography, also an instructor at Birch Aquarium. Do you want to give a shout out to anyone here in San Diego?
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course. I used to be a technician at Scripps. That's how I first got into oceanography. But I'd love to give a shout out to the surf crew in Ocean Beach. Enjoying the Earth today and getting in that water. So thanks so much.
Great way to celebrate, Bridget.
Bridget, thank you, and happy Earth Day to you. Thanks for joining us here this morning.
Yeah, have a great Earth Day.